want to first say that whoever said I look like Justin Timberlake, I mean, thank you, I think. I don't have the ramen brick hair like he rocked.
Yeah, but that was like 90s.
No,
he has like
99.
the shaved head now.
Totally good.
With the lineup. So
hey guys,
what's up?
Hey, thanks so much for joining us back again. We're still doing our player profile interviews, talking about the community members of the FGC. Who makes up the players? Because remember, they are people.
Yeah,
indeed.
Just like you and me.
And we got one of these people right here. We got a person. Vicious.
Oh.
Vicious.
Oh, excuse me.
You're so lame. You're so lame.
I was not prepared for this. Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, I'm glad. We're going to have an interview now.
Okay.
I just want to talk. So the purpose of these things, for the people who are just tuning in, for you also, is I want to talk to the player. I'm talking to Jeremy now.
What's going on, man?
You are heavily involved in the FGC, and you have been for a long time.
Correct.
Tell me about your earliest experiences with fighting games.
Oh man, that's. You know, we just talked about that.
We were at dinner.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. My earliest experience was my exposure to all sorts of Street Fighter at Family Fun Arcade. Mind you, I played.
Family Fun Arcade was in. Where was that? That was in. I mean, it's in Southern California.
It's on. It's like towards the 118, kind of like in the Valley.
Okay. Just north of LA, kind of.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. Devonshire, Balboa. You know. Shout out to everybody who used to come to Family Fun Arcade. Yeah, I was exposed to the Third Strike scene over there. I dabbled a little bit in the Alpha series, not like professionally, just as a scrub. But most of the competitive exposure I got was from the Third Strike era, watching Gutex, watching Pyro Lee, watching Ken I or Sexaro, watching Sanchez, all those guys, and Frankie 3S.
I mean, these are people I also played with, right?
Yeah, I played them. I was still a youngin', like way into like 14, 15. And these guys just maul me. But it was like the best time of my life. I was like, dude, these guys are professionals. I thought they were professionals then, and even more so now. Like, especially like Gutex and them, you know, getting to, like, you know, actually talk to them on a personal level, you know, hanging out with them and whatnot. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Cool. So, what keeps bringing you back then?
Oh, I just love Street Fighter.
Yeah,
like, yeah, win or lose, I just like the game. I really like the game.
What about the game? I mean,
like the competitive drive it brings out of people, like, and the community is actually pretty cool too. I've come to grow and like it. You know, it was kind of rough at first. It was kind of rough before the internet. Just kidding.
Yeah. No, it was. I remember that too.
It was kind of rough, but you know, it's something
I watched a guy once do one of these, just like hit a guy on the top of the head like that, like a coconut, like because I think he threw him or something. Yeah. I forget. Just
yeah, and it's just fun. It's not like any other fighting game I've ever played. I guess it was like the originator for me, and for a lot of other franchises. But like, just the feel of the game just feels natural. It feels great. Like I can just pick it up. Like any variation of the game is like, huh, this feels. It has like a kind of like a reminiscent touch to it.
Okay, yeah.
It just feels nice.
Well, I guess like you know, growing up through the 90s.
Yeah, the nostalgia just kicks in. As soon
yeah,
as you press the buttons,
yeah.
It's like one of the only fighting games you would play at an arcade. You know, there was always like X-Men versus Street Fighter 2, and then like, you know, all the other games.
So, okay, so you know, you're just a kid playing in SoCal. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
When did you realize that, hey, this is something I not only like to do, but it's something I want to get better at, or I realized I was already good at? What was that moment for you?
That moment was when I started hosting my own tournaments in the Glendale area, but it was still, like, I would say like 2004, 2005, when Third Strike was still kind of like being played, but it's being played out slowly but surely. But
yeah,
during that time, I thought to myself, you know what? There's so many resources at my disposal. Watching all these guys play, and you know, having all the time in the world because I was just like a kid in high school. You know, that was when I was like, you know what? I kind of want to get better at this game, just to see how far it would take me. And then next thing you know, I just keep playing with my buddies, and Street Fighter 4 comes out, and I was like, all right, this is it. This is where I want to be.
Yeah.
The very best that no one ever was.
Oh, yeah.
And pretty much the rest is history.
Yeah,
I'm still a scrub.
Yeah, I know, you're still scrubbing. No, you're playing that Karen. I mean, I've seen you go top 8 here. You were just a couple weeks ago. You went against Snake Eyes and all this stuff. What's it like? You know, so you've come from the ground up playing local people.
Yes.
Who happen to also be like some really good players. But then like now, when you play a person who is big now, post internet, like what is that like for you? Like you're up against Snake Eyes or something. Like what goes through your head?
the first thing that comes to my head is I'm going to beat the crap out of this guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you have to have that confidence. You may not be, like, the best player, but if you don't believe in yourself, then there's no real point to competing, in my opinion.
I think that's wise. I think that was definitely like more than a morsel of truth in there.
Yeah, it was exact same feeling when I played Kazunoko back at final round.
Oh, you did play Kazunoko. I forgot. Yeah.
We played first to 3 for money, and it went down to the last game, last round, and I was very surprised. I actually beat him the first 2 games.
What was it, Nguyen?
Yes, it was Nguyen.
It was Nguyen Mirror. Okay.
Yeah, and he said something like, in Japanese. I know Itabashi Zangief translated it for me. He said something after I won. He's like, "He's a nut. He's a nut." I like it, and I was like, I was completely honored, all because I had that mentality. He's like, you know what? He's just another player. I'm gonna beat him, and if I do my best, then it's all I can ever really hope for.
No, again, very true, very true. Yeah. I mean, I guess the best you can want to do or need to do is the best you can. Because, well, hey, if it's not good enough, then it's not good enough. But you tried.
Yeah.
You didn't hold back.
Yeah, exactly. There's no regrets going back home. There's no like salt, no real salt. You know.
Sure.
So that's all I really want in playing this game.
So, one last question, and then we'll wrap this up. Something about yourself that's not fighting game related. What do you do? What's home life like?
Oh man, I wish I had a home life. I'm just I'm.
You're not even in a home. You're sitting in your car waiting for every Wednesday to start.
How do you think I'm here so fast? No, it's just I'm just average working man. Other than that, I'm playing video games.
Nice. I like it. You go to work, fund the good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'll have a little bit of family time here and there, but
a little bit.
Have a couple hobbies, but nothing too extraordinary. It's just most of my passion is going towards Street Fighter.
Where do you see yourself with fighting games? Like 5 years, or down the road. Like, what do you want to get with fighting games?
I would really like to try to expand the community. Street Fighter V is a really big opening game for a lot of players. They were too intimidated before, but I want to be able to be a part of this community and expand it in more ways than just getting players out, but just getting people to watch us play, because we've come so far, and it's just I just want to be a part of that in the future.
I like that, man. Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks so much for sharing your ideas and your thoughts. Guys, you can follow him at SFV_vicious. The V stands for 5, of course.
Sure thing.
It's Roman numeral. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to watch and follow twitch.tv/Nick Tanella for all Wednesday Night Fights, as well as twitch.tv/LevelUpLive, so you can watch 2 streams of Wednesday Night Fights at the same time. It's too big for one stream. It's really big now. So thanks so much for tuning in. Stay tuned. We're going to get more player interviews, and then we'll eventually get to this tournament, when it starts happening.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Thanks, guys. See you soon.